Hello and welcome back to a new episode of Cozy Comfy Completionist with your girl Lorelei. And we're gonna start off by sleeping like we always do. And again in this video, the first day of the video has no voiceover because my microphone did not work. So you will hear me a little later when I find out, and I'm very distressed. I do apologize for another video with audio problems, and I hope you enjoy it nonetheless. Okay, I don't know if the first part of this, the first day has any audio, because when I came back from the break, I realized that my microphone was not working. That is quite difficult. Let me check a little bit there. Well, yeah, it is not to be helped. We do not have audio for the first half hour. So yeah, I was blabbering about what I was doing and you couldn't hear me. Bummer. Stupidness. Well, I keep having trouble with my audio and I can't fathom what is going on. It works for the first part and then it doesn't work for the second part and I don't know why. Okay, let's go. What do we have? We haven't slept. Let's sleep. Oh man, man, man. That is such a nonsense all the time with that. It's driving me bonkers. All of the sudden OBS Studio does lose the audio and I don't know why. Okay. Gonna do that. Has me really stumped because I cannot make out what is causing the problem. It works fine for 5-6 episodes and then it's acting up and I can't find out what's going on. Okay. So we have the food. We need to go back to the... Let's drop that off. To the pocket portal and pick that up. And I think we're gonna be running that over to the boat portal. That is here. There is nothing interesting here. There is not a single carpet in that whole thing here. Oops, that was not cool. Okay. There is... Oh yeah, well, that is where we have our plains farm. There's really nothing at all here. We have been running the length of that. No tar pit at all. So we're gonna go back to the forest and pick up the boat portal and go somewhere else. I can hear some logs fighting something somewhere, but I'm not too curious to find out what that is. Just want to get out of the plains and into the forest. And while we're here, pick up more stones, because we will need a lot more stones anyways. We have picked up a lot of stones here before, because we were searching for rock heaves to no avail. Okay, wait, we have number 9 and we have boat and we have bow. I sure do not complain about the eyes. So we have to... That's number 9, and that's the boat portal. We're gonna take that. Number 9 can stay here. We do have some food in here, which is cool. And we're gonna set out, find more planes. Well, but where? Also, we do want to catch more fish. Let's see. Maybe over here. That seems to be plains. All of that is mistlands here, and that might be quite helpful. Because that seems to be quite a big patch of mistlands here. And we have our base there, behind that mountain there. So, there is more mistlands and there is a mystic island. Mark that. And then there is more mistlands behind that. And that other side here seems to be plain. That is quite a big mountain. Should we ever feel the need to go back to the mountains, there is plenty of mountains there. But I hope we don't. Well, we do. We do need to find us a Fenring trophy and stone golem trophy still, because we are lacking those. It's stupid weather in the plains. That does not exactly make it easier. And I would not want to go ashore in a place where there is... Ooh. This is not where I want to be. Gonna be running aground here. Just not a good place to be running aground. I hope I can make it through here. Ooh, barely. See, that is the problem with the stupid weather here. Can't see what I'm doing. Might be just running into a tar blob without even realizing it was there in the first place, because I can't see. And I have a feeling the weather will not change soon. Okay, that is ocean now. Can you please remove the mist so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, it's there or never. Because I think there is more mist to the other side. And we are far enough away from that village there. And I sure hope that we do not have logs spawning in there. Okay, at least we do not have a tar blob right next, or a village right next to us here. But there might be fooling and there might be squitos, so we might want to be some careful. Okay. For now, all is well. Ouch. Okay, we have that set up. Might want to repair my boat because it is half dead. Yeah, but there is no sense in trying to explore this here because I can't see what I'm doing. We're gonna be leaving that here. And we go home. And I think we're gonna go over to Wiesenheim. Sorry. And get us some wood. Just drop that off here. Can leave that one here. There. Now I wonder if the last episode has audio. And I'm afraid there won't be. Where did you come from? Why are you going away? Okay, that one despawned. Cool too. Just going to get me some more wood. Because we cannot go explore the plains in that weather. And we do need more wood. quite a boring task, but cannot be helped. Well, we gained a lot of orange seeds here, which is cool because we want to replant that anyways. Okay, let's drop that off real quick and pick up the wood on the floor. Okay. That should tide us over for a while. Can't even make it through the door because I'm so full. There we go. Okay. That is a little bit better. Wait, that needs to go in here, and then the seeds need to go in here. And the berries. And the feathers. Gonna jump that over real quick to... Oh, you know what? I think I got the right name now. Let's call it Sonnenheim. The home of the sun. That is nicer. That needs to go in here. Do I need to feed my logs? Probably. Let's do that real quick. Just to make sure they have enough food here. There you go. And then it's time to go sleep. Again. And we're gonna be renaming that one for boat, I think. Because I think, like here we have all of the base portals from Wiesenheim, Waldheim, Regenheim and Sonnenheim. That's nicer. We're gonna leave it like that. Okay, 10 more. Yeah, this is gonna be awkward. Time to find a tar pit and get the base in the plains going. For now, we're gonna stand in front of our bed and have a short break here, and hopefully no audio issues when we come back. Gonna be right back. Okay, let's sleep. And then hope for better weather over at our new plains we found. Also, I think we want to look at our crops just to make sure. Let's have that 13 for a sec so I can jump over there and see about the crops. When we come back, we're gonna have it renamed for the pocket portal again. Done? Pick up. Okay. Do I have a scythe? That is the big question. We killed Mother, and I think we did not make a scythe. We should be doing that. So that's 22. And then those can go home with me, and then let's harvest that. And replant that too. Mm, 23. Okay. That goes in here, and that comes home with me. Those 20 can go in here for now. That needs to be renamed back to blank. Here we go. And then let's put the 40 in the spinning wheel so that can process while we are not here. Okay. And now we head over to the boat and go see what we can find in that new plains. I'm gonna take that with me. Well, I don't want to carry that. There is a fooling over there. And there is a tar pit over there. And a squito. Okay, that squito is dead. And that tar pit is right there. And that is a little bit... Ugh. A little bit disconcerting because I do want... Probably not get hit by that one if we can help it. I do like that knockback because done properly it is knocking back that stuff far enough, so is that on us? Probably not. Want to be a little careful around that here and see if there is some foolings around. A fooling village or something that we can use to help kill the blobs in there. I do have my portal, yeah, I do. But it's not looking like it. That was a little too high. There we go. There is no fooling village around here. Just blobs. There is another. And there is more squitos. Oh, there are logs that have spawned in behind us. Logs can always also be used to clear out that is a smallish one. Might do that by our lonesome self. Because I can only see 2 growths in there. And we killed them both. So if there is not more, there did spawn another one there. I want to get up on that boulder again, just to be very sure I get that thing. Then we will set up a crafting bench to prevent respawn. Because this is a small one, we will only require one of those. There we go. And we have some tar. And we're gonna be emptying out that tar pit. It will not have a lot of tar, but it might be sufficient to get our roof going. Oh, now I get all of the recipes running in here. And we will gain a lot of stone in the process too, which I don't resent. Let's see if that dissipates. It's looking like it will. Slowly getting there. Okay, now. We've got tar. Oh, that is a pity. That did drop into that bit that has not dissipated yet. Maybe it will. Well, that is okay. That is not too shabby. There we have it. Good. Now we do have the first tar, which means we can go over to our plains place and do some roof building. Maybe we do not need like all of that at once. Oh, I forgot to bring core wood. We will need some core wood here. Gonna get some core wood. And maybe a little more wood. Leave the needles here. That up. Leave that here and leave that here. And where did those two come from? Way? I don't understand. Okay, there we go. Roof building. So, that goes in here. We need only one of those. The baby is still a baby. I don't know. I never questioned if we need to be here for that baby to grow up. So that is going like that, and then like that. Then we try to get up here with yep, and start building that roof. Well, you need tar for that, girl. There. Can't get out. And there's too high. Do they have something to eat there? I threw them like 20, so they should. Yeah, I think we're gonna go like in this direction with the roof. That should do the trick. To this side. And then one more row up here. And then we have to build that chimney up a little bit more. I think we do need one of those in here. Oh, we are out of stone. Out of wood. Okay, let's try that again. because I think that will be the right distance to make that one go all the way to the other side. Or will it? Yeah, it looks like. Okay, out of tar. Cool, we're gonna go home and sleep some. There should be stuff laying around here. That is the bones and the thread. Oh, I might have picked that up because it's right above the entryway, and when I was coming through here, might have been picking that up. Okay. Wait, that goes in here. Okay, there we go. Sleep another sleep. Have another short break here. Gonna be right back. Okay, now let's sleep. There we go. That is the last of the linen we had. And we will have to do some cooking when we come home today. Linen goes in here. And we're gonna try and get that roof done. That was exactly the wrong portal. Ooh, we have bad weather in the plains today. Good day to be roofing a house over. Okay. More tar, more wood, and that. I'm not exactly positive that that will work. Is that another baby, or was that... Yeah, looks like. Cool. Okay, that will not do. We do need some stones and get that chimney done. Because what we ultimately want to have here is a walk-in chimney of sorts. Like... maybe even 2 here. something like that. And then that needs to go. Because that will not do. And then we want to come over. Come up here. Ugh, come on. Can I please get up there? Thank you. I want to have that a little higher here. We'll have to have more. That needs to go too. We need to have more stones so we can make that work, because we are already out of stones again. Okay. So we do want another one of those. Can I please make that work? Come on. Snap. There. And then have that be supported like that. And then I might want to have a pillar here. Like so. And then we are completely out of stone. I might as well. Not sure if that will work, but we're gonna be trying. Need to get up there. Make it work. Bottom. Like that. That will prevent the smoke from staying in my house as well. And might be a solution too. Never made it like that, but well, why not? It does require less stone. I want to like so, and then one goes here like that, and then close that off like that. No, this is stupidness. This is not right. Okay, this is not so cool. Might want that. Let me see. I want one of those in here. That stone cutter is mightily in the way. I am not quite sure if I like that. It might be better to have that over a little bit, like one. Heavy building, that one, like not there. That was the wrong one to take out. But here. Something like that. Yeah, I think more like that, and then we can close that off and that, and have one more of those in here. That should do the trick, hopefully. And then just go over like that. We have to do something here because this is stupidness. But that should be possible to remedy. Yeah. And I did remove one of the floorboards there. And what are you on about out there? There's only one baby. The other baby is dead, probably. Huh. Okay, I need to get my log saddle and get that logs back. Because that's not helping if they are drifting apart here. And I do need to find more to feed them. Do have enough. Okay, there we go. You eat. Pity. Raising logs is going to be not easy here. Okay. So now we do need another one here. And we do need another one of those, but for that I do need wood. There we go. So that one needs to go in here. Yeah, it is a strange construction, but I'm good with that. And then we're gonna try and get that second part of the house roofed over too. It might be getting a ladder or something that would make things easier too. So that goes like that. And then we're gonna be roofing that in the opposite direction, I think. Like that way. Missing requirement, out of wood. Completely out of wood. Okay, we need to go get more wood. Well, maybe like that. Okay, oh. Yeah, we need a tar. It is not working as intended. Well, we are back to creative roof building with Lorelei here. Gonna have to finagle something. Like this needs to be snapping there, and then that needs to be snapping there. Like, yeah. Okay, we've got a roof here. We need a little bit more stone here. There. And then probably... Oh, we're out of stone. Oh well. We are out of stone quite a lot lately. But we've got a roof, if nothing else. Am I fine with this? I'm not quite sure I like that. I think we will have to redo that. Because I don't think that it's cool. And this is super strange too, so we're gonna be redoing that too, I think. But we want more stone first. Huh. But first I think we have to go home and sleep some. I'm not happy with that build. Absolutely not happy with that build. I think that did not go as well as I had hoped with that chimney here. And I do think that's the right place for a chimney, but I need to make that work differently. Also, that stuff here is super crude. Have to do something about that too. Yeah, we need to have more stones. That is what is going on here. So we probably want to get another tar pit emptied out. It is always when I start building something without a clear plan in mind, it is getting wonky and not cool. So that's what's happening there. Is there stones here? Yeah, we're gonna take those over. Because we do need them on the other side. There we go. And I think we're gonna be picking up another 10 wood just for the sake of leaving that workbench in place. So we can have a pocket portal again. And we're gonna have another short break here. Gonna be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's sleep. So we're gonna have to get us a little bit more tar. And I think we're gonna have to get some more stones out of the ground. And we forgot to cook. So we're gonna make bread dough. And we're gonna fire up the oven. So that is that. That can go upstairs in the spinning wheel. Cool. There's some more here I need to bring. I'm out of stone completely here. I'm just gonna cook one batch of food so we can quickly go on. Gimme, gimme, gimme. There we go. So, we have food. Let's get that. Just drop it down here. I don't have to wait on that. And we're gonna go here. And we have bad weather here. Ooh. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Can't help it. Can't see what I'm doing here. I sure hope that fog goes away, because it is annoying. I can hear some blubbering. I don't hear from where. Is it dissipating? I do hear kind of blubbering sounds from a tar pit. But I'm not sure where from. And there seems to be some kind of henge. Question mark, is there a Yagluth marker? Looks like. Nah. There ain't. What a pity. I would have loved to find a Yagluth marker. Okay, we have mountains here. With that stupid fog, I can't see nothing. Oh, there is logs. Aha, okay. We do have a village over there. It is quite close to the mountains. And there is wolves here. I can hear them. Is there anything interesting in that village? I surmise not. I cannot see. Yeah, with that weather, quite out of luck. We can't see what we're doing. There seems to be some black forest over on the other side here. Uh-huh. That is the blubbering I heard. A good thing we did not go further in that direction, because there is a big, big, big blob of tar. and it's quite far away from that village over there, so that is no help. And there's probably quite a lot of clubs in that thing. If there ain't another village in the vicinity, I'm not sure I want to do something about that. I'm not sure about anything here. I think we're gonna go and see about our crops, because this is not so cool. Because if I can't see what I'm doing, it is no use go exploring. So probably we better go and see about our not really done house. I have to make up my mind what I'm going to be doing with that. I think it was not a good idea to roof that over in the other direction. I think that is not a good idea. So we might want to probably... where is that? I can hear cackling. I want to kill that thing before it gets to kill our logs baby again. Okay. That's better. We might want to get that thing taken down. Because I do really need the stones. And you should not be up here. You should be here. There is food underground still. Okay, cool. So I think we're gonna be hacking at that bit of stone here for a while to get us the stone we need. And then we will redo that house build. Okay. I don't like that. That is not what I think is a good house. So if we would put that in here, out of the stonecutter's range, do... Man! Those squitos. Okay, like so. And then gonna be coming out this way too. Something like that. We might even put in one of those. Something like that. That will fail. Yeah, of course. Hey, what? Okay. This is gonna be boring to watch, but I will have to make my mind up what I want to do here. Ow! That was not what I wanted. Should have been more careful here. Okay. Okay, I'm good with that. But I am not cool with how the roofing works. So we're gonna be tearing that down. We're gonna be doing that again, and we're gonna be having that in a different way. Need another box here. And I need to shoot that mosquito out there. What? Okay. I can't see it anymore. Okay. We're gonna go home and we're gonna end the episode here because it is too long already. It is nearly there where we want to be with that. And we're gonna go on in the next episode and try to get that to work. We got another 10 here that we can smelter. The weather is nasty. And I we have to drop that off in front of the portal here, because that needs to go back to the building site. And that needs to go in here. Needles. Let's repair everything. And we have a trophy here. There we go. Okay, that it is for this episode. Oh, that's done. Let's get that sorted. And I think I have to make a better plan what I want to do with that building. And then we will have to remodel that. We're gonna be doing that in the next episode. So for the moment, we're gonna be standing right in front of our bed here. And I do hope you liked this episode, albeit there were audio problems again in the beginning. And if you liked it, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing and ring the bell so you get notified when I upload a new content, which I do 4 times a week. So there is a lot to be watched. And I'm gonna be back with new shenanigans in the 10th world. Till soon. Bye.